Welcome back to Into the Pine. I'm Trent Walker. This is Austin Rose, and we are going to do a condensed version of breaking down ski type styles for the consumer so you guys can understand what you should be looking for when you buy a ski.
Right. This video is going to be part of our quick buyer's guide, something that you can just pull up real quick so we can understand the basics of what you're looking at.
Right. So let's start here. Let's dive in.
Awesome. Yep. First ski that we're going to talk about, working from our way of smaller underfoot to wider, is going to be your starter parabolic general groomer style ski. Right. Now, with all of these types, you can ski from beginner to advanced on any of these. This is how to pick what ski style and shape is right for you. Right. So on a ski like this, we're going to be seeing more parabolic shape. This ski is going to be built for easier turns, smaller underfoot. You can roll side to side. You're going to see a lot of these in your rental fleets at your local ski shop, and something that's just going to be for more, you'll see a lot of beginner skiers on this, and then advanced skiers that are looking for race style skiing that are stiffer, things like that. You're going to see that as another option in a ski shape like this, but marketed more towards those racers. You notice it when you see it.
Perfect. Okay. Next would be something like this Dynastar. So you get something a little bit wider.
A little bit wider, right? Moving into an all-mountain ski, right? This is category number 2 that I like to talk of for. All-mountain skis are going to be a little bit wider underfoot, generally talking anywhere from 80 millimeters up to about 105, right? Does vary, but that's going to be your general category. Something like this, you're going to notice really the big differences between your all-mountain skis and your parabolic skis are going to be having more rocker in the tip of the ski, right? Built to go off the groom slope a little more, built to be very versatile and being able to hit the entire mountain. You're going to have a little more stability with the wider waist there. You're generally looking for something that's got a full edge sidewall so you can still carve, and it's going to be a really fun ski. You're going to see these in a variety of skis with rocker or lift in the tails and flat tails, right? So you can get around the whole mountain. Most of your rockers are going to be built up here on the top, though.
Nice.
Awesome.
Perfect. All right. What's next?
All right. So now we're moving up into your more freestyle all-mountain skis, right? Freestyle skis are built to be able to handle the conditions of off-groom slope skiing, right? Getting off the kept, cleaned up terrain and putting yourself in powder, crud, trees, getting out into that kind of stuff, even more so than our previous all-mountain ski. Now, if I'm looking for skiers who's going to ride each of these, this guy's going to be generally above 50% on the groom slope, right? While this guy's going to be more above 50% off groom slope, right?
Right.
So this type of ski, you're going to see more with rocker and tip and tail, help float in deep areas, help quick turns, that kind of stuff.
You can kind of skirt out of your turns or slush out of your turns.
Yep.
Exactly. With something like this, you're a little more locked into that traditional carve.
Right. Waist width you're looking at for a ski like this, generally now we're talking something, lows are going to be like your 90s, highs are going to be about 110, sometimes up to 115 depending on the ski.
This particular ski is a 102.
Yeah, awesome ski. Again, like I mentioned in our more detailed video, as you're moving into all-mountain skis, the wider the ski is not a bad thing. The width is going to help you. Stability, float, it's going to be a lot of fun, not something to be afraid of.
Right.
All right.
Sweet.
Awesome. Trent, why don't you take us away with the last ski here?
Okay. Last ski would be that powder-oriented ski, 120, loads of rocker in the tip, giving you lots of float. It's not going to dive in anything deep. Skis like this usually don't do great on any kind of groomed runs. I mean, you could still take them on groomed runs, they just don't excel there. Usually they'll have a little bit of camber underfoot, so you can still get a good bite to them, but you're going to have way more rocker in the tip and the tail than any of these other skis that we're looking at. And it's really just to give it more float, easier to pivot and be a little more nimble in the trees or in that deep, deep snow.
Right. Awesome. Okay, well that's a great wrap up of our 4 general categories, and to summarize what we've got here, we're talking with our parabolic on groom slope skis, right? Again, we said we classify skis mostly with waist width, generally talking, 70s lower up to about 80 millimeters underfoot, right? 80 to 85 is in there.
One quick note is these millimeters can differ from a men's ski to a women's ski.
Yes.
Usually you can vary between 5 to 10
Millimeters,
right?
right? Yeah,
Millimeters underfoot.
exactly. So, first category of our on-groomer skis. Second is moving into all-mountain skis. Now, these skis vary for those that like to spend time, 50% on the mountain, something that's going to give them the versatility to go all around. Now, all-mountain is a wide term, but you will see that type of ski on vendors, or I say vendors when we're talking about our suppliers' website. So, Volco's going to call an all-mountain ski something that you can take off the groom slope but still performs on groom style skiing.
Exactly. Like the M6 would have a shape very, very similar to this.
Exactly. Yep. And third category was our freestyle skis. Freestyle skis range from park skis up to, getting into a little more powder terrain, easier to turn in off-groom style conditions. Right. And fourth is going to be our powder ski, right? You know them by the way they look. They're wide, fat boys, right?
Yeah.
They are the big skis. So
Loads
easy
of
to
rocker
see.
in the tip, gets you to float. Really helps it be maneuverable in those conditions.
Yeah. Now, Trent and I really wanted to narrow that down just to give you a quick video so that you can see what to look for. If this was helpful to you, check out our more detailed video on our buyer's guide for skiing. That's going to help break these down into what ski fits right for different types of skiers and how to pick which ski is right for you.
Yep. And once again, feel free to also check out our Ski Finder page. And Austin and I would love to personally help you find a couple awesome options for you. So thank you for joining us, and together we will journey deeper into the pine.